Hello, my friends. I am so happy and so glad to be here in this beautiful part of the world, Czech Republic, and Prague is very famous for being a very nice tourist destination. So I feel very lucky and highly honored and obliged for all of you to come and invite me here. For you are the reason why I'm here. So thank you very much for coming. I hope you know something about Ayurveda. My expertise is Ayurveda. I did my MD in herbal pharmacology. And I am also seeing patients every day, about 40 to 50 patients in my clinic in India. I was here in Prague in 2010 also. And after that, I was always having the very nice, beautiful memories of Czech Republic in my mind. And I was thinking to come back again, when I will go, how the things will happen that will bring me back to you, to this beautiful city. So now I am thankful to my team here, and I'm so delighted to be here again. My dream was to spread this Ayurveda science all over the planet. When I was a child, I was thinking the planet as one unit. And later on, when I became a doctor, Ayurvedic doctor, so I thought this is a wonderful science. It should be all over the planet. So then I made this organization called Planet Ayurveda, and I started working on this, my dream. And now we are present in about 40 countries, in Africa, in Europe, in Southeast Asia, in USA. So slowly it is realizing. My passion for Ayurveda developed slowly, very slowly. It was not all of a sudden, it was not easy. Ayurveda, imagine a young boy of about 16, 17, and I was studying physics, chemistry, and all these modern sciences. And then all of a sudden you have to study about God, about the soul, about the mind. Then you get confused. So I was really surprised and confused what I am studying. What is this science? How it is related? I was studying chemistry, I was studying this mathematics, I was studying this physics. So where this soul and the God and all these things and nature, it was not fitting in my mind at that time when I was about 18. So it is very difficult to understand and perceive our relation with the universal energies, with the things which we cannot see with our sensory organ, which we cannot feel with our senses. So it is something beyond science, but yet very much scientific. After about 25 years of clearing my courses, my education, and then into clinical practice, now I feel this is the best science in the world. I want to write a book, Ayurveda, the theory of everything. Because I feel this science can connect physics, this science can connect chemistry, this science can connect biology, and this science can also connect beyond these physics, chemistry, and biology, that is metaphysics and spirituality, and it can explain so many things which we are looking for, the answers which we don't know. What is soul? What is God? How we are connected with the planets, with the universe, with the sun, moon, how it is affecting our cells, our energies, how the moon is changing our mood, how the sun is affecting our bodies, and how we are getting transformed every day. Ayurvedic doctor, they can just look at the person and they can start telling what are the diseases you are suffering from, what are the diseases you might suffer from in the future, and what are the diseases which you might be suffering from in the past. So this is a miraculous science. So all the diseases, if I tell you, they are coming from some common source, and there are certain methods to restore the balances and get rid of many complicated diseases, and don't get trapped in the big names of the diseases which you hear, like cancer, like multiple sclerosis, psoriasis, which are considered incurable in the modern world, which are very much curable by using very simple methods, connecting us with our lifestyle, with our diet, with our simple techniques. And in my practice, I have seen those miracles happening every single day. And people are themselves, they are curious how this is possible, that some disease which is not getting cured from 1 year, 2 years, 20 years, and it is getting cured in 2 days. Is it possible? Does it sound possible? But I have seen it with my own eyes, in my own practice. So after completion of my MD, I thought I should prepare some herbs on my own scale, small scale. So I made some combinations, and I was sitting in my clinic. One army man came, he had asthma, and I gave him very small quantity of some powder, mixture of herbs, and he said, I am suffering from 20 years and there is no solution. Within 1 week, he came back. He said, I want the whole jar. He is pulling the jars. I am pulling it back. I prepared it with so much hard work. I cannot give you the whole jar. I can give you small quantity. I was very young at that time. I didn't know that he will pay me money. But instead of money, I was pulling my jar back, and he said, I will give you whatever you want because it is very useful. So this is what I have seen, not only this case, but also many other cases. So there was a child suffering from idiopathic thrombocytopenic purpura. That is a long name for a disease, which is a very complicated problem, where the platelet count is not going above 2,000, 5,000, 10,000. The normal count is more than 200,000. And then the parents of that child, they were also suffering because the child is suffering, and the kid is almost all the time in the hospital. The child was of like 9 months of age, and since the birth, he was in the hospital because he could have some stroke or anything anytime. And the doctors gave them all the medicines, steroids and these IVIG injections, so many other medicines. But the count was not increasing more than 10,000. The mother of the child called me over phone. I just told them, give the green juice, red juice, something green. All the greens make juice, red juice, green in the morning, red in the evening, and just gave some medicines over phone. Take this 1, 2, 3 medicines, nothing more. And then in 2 days' time, the count was more than 200,000. 2 days. The parents, they were excited. They came to my clinic. Doctor gave us some more medicine for 1 month, 2 months, whatever time you want. So it is a miracle. I said, you don't need any more. So they were surprised how it is possible. After that, I have cured more than 1,000 of ITP patients, and they are all there at my YouTube channel. I wrote to so many hematologists, these hematology organizations in different parts of the world, but they are not interested. Nobody is interested. Only the patients are interested. So ultimately, I had to keep the documents and publish the trials. at my own expense so that the doctors will understand. But the trials were published, clinical trials were done, everything was in the international journals, but still no doctor contacted me. I openly said at many platforms, if the doctors, they want to learn, they can come, they can take whatever is there, and you can heal the patient. There are patients suffered from 20 years, 15 years from this disease. The spleen is out. Their life is miserable. But nobody is interested to learn this science. So I would say you guys are lucky that you have come to understand the very basic principles of healing, that is Ayurveda. So Ayur means life. The name Ayurveda is made from two words, Ayur and Veda. Ayur is life, Veda is knowledge, the knowledge of life. So Ayurveda says the whole universe is complete and we are also complete because we are part of the universe. If you take out a bucket of water from the sea is also complete, the bucket is also complete. It is not empty anymore. So similarly, the universe is full, we are also full, we are also having the similar energies which are present in the universe. We have all the same energies, and when we go, we remain in the universe in the form of energy. The matter is the same. Whatever matter is making the universe, the same matter is making us. But there is another thing that is called soul, that is present, that makes us alive. These are the 5 elements in the universe. When you put soul in those 5 elements, then these 5 elements, they become alive. So that is, we are 6 elements in reality. So 5 elements, whatever you see, these are earth, water, fire, air, and space. 5 elements. So you put soul, and these 5 elements, they become alive. So these 5 elements, they are visible to Ayurvedic doctors in the person. I can perceive who is what. I can see which element is more in this guy who is walking down, because this is what Ayurveda can give you, the power to perceive more and see clearly beyond the eyes. Okay, this is also working. I forgot that I have this presentation also. But I wanted to empty out some of the database from my brain. So this is, okay. Let's go back. This is me, you can recognize. And this is my ancient version, and this is updated. And this is, I named this PlanNet. You can see there is a plan. There is a plan, the first 4 letters. So what is the plan? The plan is to spread Ayurveda all over the planet. That is the plan. And how it will be spread? Through the net. So the name is telling me this is the plan you should follow. So these were the 5 elements we were talking about, these earth, water, fire, air, and space. So these 5 elements, when we join them together, this earth and water, it becomes this energy. It is called kapha, or potential energy. In Ayurveda, there are 3 energies, vata, pitta, and kapha. So these 3 energies, they are made from these combination of 5 elements, Earth and water is kapha, fire is pitta, and air and prostor is vata. So all these elements or these energies, we can see these energies in the person. Some people are vata people, some people are pitta people, some people are kapha people. And how you know this is vata, this is pitta, this is kapha? How do I know? You will also learn today,
Yes.
maybe in next 15 minutes. So you know the theory, 5 elements are there in the universe. They are making up the universe. All the planets, they have 5. Some planets have water, some have more air, some have more fire, some have more earth. So it is the same without soul. But we are the privileged. We have the soul. So we can, once you put the soul in the 5 elements, they become alive and they start to perceive the universal energies. The different properties of vata, pitta and kapha. Now we will come to different properties. What is vata? Vata is air and space. What is the property of air? Movement. Vata or air is cold, air is dry. Naturally it is cold. It is naturally, we are looking for air now. I am looking at least. But we want air to cool ourselves down. But if there is fire, then the air becomes hot. Maybe I am pitta. So I can take this off. It is better. So you see the properties of fire? You can see now. This is fire. And vata people, they are feeling cold even now. And kapha people, they don't care. They are fine with air, fire, no fire, no problem. So there can be vata people, pitta people, kapha people. So what is pitta? Pitta is fire. So the symbol of fire is sun or the stars. In our body, where is the fire? In our home, where is the fire? In the kitchen. Not in the bedroom. In the kitchen. Sometimes can be in the bedroom also. But usually in the kitchen. So in our body also, you see, I gave you example of fire in the kitchen and fire in the bedroom. Fire in the kitchen is the normal, usual place for the fire. Fire in the bedroom is not the normal, it can be there, but it is not normal. The normal place for fire in our body is liver and stomach. Where is the heat in the body? In the liver, in the stomach, in the eyes also. These are the normal places where fire can be found in our body. But if it goes somewhere else, then it can cause inflammation, cancer, diseases. If it goes into the blood pressure, goes into the heart attack, goes into the brain, stroke. The fire goes into the skin diseases. It is basically the fire is converting one form of matter into another form of matter. We eat the banana and the banana become our cells. So if we put chips in our body, what it will become? Our body will become chips. So whatever, if you put some pork or beef in your body, what your body will become? So whatever we eat, our fire is converting that matter into our matter. This is the function. This is the function of fire. There are so many functions. I am explaining only one major function. So the other function, the function of kapha, or earth and water. So when we take little bit of earth, you take earth and you take water. You put water on the earth, it becomes like mucus. So what is the function of earth and water in the universe? To give the structure, to give the strength. Where is the earth and water in our house, in this building, in the walls? These walls, they are providing the structure. So this earth and water is the structure of the universe, or the structure of our body. So similarly, this air or vata, pitta and kapha, these vata, pitta, kapha, you can see in the person at physical levels and also at the mental level. You can perceive that the person is cold, the person is dry, the person is moving too much, thinking too much, running too much in the mind, anxious, fearful. So this is how you see the person, vata person. This is vata. Also pitta, you can see the person more sweating, more pushing, more ambitious, full of desires, full of compassion, full of love. This is, and hot to touch. This is pitta, or the fire. So these are the three energies which are responsible for the structure and function of the cell. According to Ayurveda, these three energies, they are responsible for the structure, vata, pitta and kapha, and function of the cells. You can understand vata as kinetic energy, pitta as thermal energy, and kapha as potential energy. So vata is of 5 types, pitta is of 5 types, kapha is of 5 types. They have different functions, different locations in the body. Similarly, pitta 5 types. Similarly, kapha also 5 types. Let us come to the topic of Prakriti analysis or constitution analysis, how you can recognize a person is vata, pitta or kapha. There are physical features also, there are mental features also. The physical features of vata people, the vata people, they usually they are lean and thin. Not too much kapha in their body. Not too much earth and water in the body. So they are lean and thin. Their bones and joints, they are visible. You can see clearly visible joints and bones. And usually their hands, they are moving. Whenever they are talking like this, or they are usually eating their nails, or sometimes they are always anxious. Too much movement. And they are sitting, their leg is also shaking sometimes. In the sleep also they are moving their legs. So movement in the physical aspect and mental aspect. Coming to the second property of air is dryness. And the second property is dryness. So skin is dry, the hair are dry, and the fluids in the body are lesser, more dryness. Eyes are also dry sometimes. And their joints, they are making noise because of the dryness. Because of dryness, the joints, they make crackling sounds. The bones are brittle, and the nails, when you clip them, they fly away. They don't fall because they are dry. The bones, because bones are dry, so there can be joint pains, there can be back pain, there can be pain in the joints, dryness of the hair, falling of the hair, dry skin, skin problems, anxiety, fearfulness, because too much movement in the brain, not sleeping, even in the dreams. Even if in their dreams they are running. So I can see the dreams of Vata people. They're running and falling and breaking their bones. She is laughing because she knows.
It's about me.
And Vata people, they are very imaginative, very creative, because they are thinking too much and they can imagine anything. Kapha people, they don't imagine much. They are earth and water, standing still, calm, peaceful, happy, don't want to move, don't like to exercise. Vata people like to exercise. So Vata people, as you see them, they are not so heavy. They are light. Their skin is dry. They are thinking too much, moving too much, and even imagination and perceptions and thoughts, everything fast. In decision making, very quick. They quickly arrive at decisions. They decide very quickly everything. Hasty. And Kapha, on the other hand, earth and water, is entirely opposite. Earth and water is heavy, slow, easygoing, no panic. And this is earth and water. So you see Vata people, very thin frame, usually the frame is thin and they're very energetic, too much excited in life and too much excitement. And these are their problems if the Vata is out of balance. They can have blood pressure because of the air mixed up with the fire can increase the blood pressure. Dryness can cause constipation. Dryness can cause weight loss. Too much thinking can cause weight loss also. Anxiety also, they are prone to worry. Dryness can cause joint pains. And these digestive challenges because of the dryness, they have constipation. So these are the issues of the Vata people. So Vata is air and space, Pitta is fire, and Kapha is earth and water. So this is Pitta. So usually they are when they are in balance, the appetite is very good, digestion is good, and they are very sharp. And how they look, their looks, how you can recognize them. Their edges are sharp. Their lips are thin and sharp. Their eyes are sharp. Their jawline is sharp. And the eyes are penetrating. And the lips are thin and sharp. And here sometimes they can be cooked like me. They are cooked early because of too much heat, and they can fall off. They can disappear and become gray also. Pitta people, they are hot to touch. Even if they touch themselves, they feel hot. And usually they have complaints of acidity, fire, burning, sometimes anger, irritability, too much sensitivity, always ready to fire, intelligent and sharp. So their frame is medium frame, not very big, not very small, medium. Kapha is earth and water, they are heavy, you can see heaviness. This is lightness, this is medium frame, this is bigger frame. Usually they are easygoing, happy, relaxed, no worries, stronger stamina, more strength, emotionally also very strong. Pitta people, they are very emotional, they can even cry, they are very loving, and such emotions are there in Pitta. But in Kapha, they are inside. Whatever, for example, this wall, you cannot see beyond the wall. So they are also Kapha, not so transparent. They can hide their emotions. Pitta is fire, it is open. And Vata is completely transparent. Whatever comes in mind, it goes out from the tongue. So they are also very fast in speaking. Whatever good in communication, these Vata people. Fast and good in communication. So this Kapha is earth and water. Just imagine these 5 elements. You take some earth, put some water. It is slow, relaxed, not moving, thick in consistency, and fire is changing heat and temperature, and also and the air is movement. So when you keep these 5 elements in mind, you can imagine how people they are. And moreover, it gets little bit more complicated when you can club them together. So these can be clubbed. The different constitutions can be not only one Vata, Pitta or Kapha, there can be mixture of Prakriti. So there are 7 possibilities with these combinations. So there people can be Vata, Pitta, Kapha, Vata, Pitta, Pitta, Kapha, or Vata, Kapha, or Vata, Pitta, Kapha. So these combinations can be there. One person can have two doshas, 2 energies. So when someone comes to an Ayurvedic doctor, we see the Prakriti or the constitution just by looking at the person, by feeling the person, by checking the pulse, and by our perception, what are the energies he is having naturally. This Prakriti or the constitution is determined at the time of conception of a child, at the time of fertilization. It cannot be changed for whole life. It stays the same. And sometimes the person can have two Prakritis, or sometimes can have, for example, patient is Kapha person, Kapha Prakriti or Kapha constitution, And if he has vata imbalance, then he will have symptoms of vata, but otherwise appearance of kapha. So any imbalance can happen to anybody, but the constitution we have to keep in mind, the basic constitution of the person, we have to identify his pitta, his kapha, his vata. So we take care of the constitution in Ayurveda, and then we treat the imbalanced doshas, imbalanced energies. With the knowledge of Prakriti or the constitution, we can know everything about the person. Everything. How much you sleep, what you eat, what you like, where you want to go for a holiday, everything. Pitta people, if you take them to a desert, not good idea. Kapha people, you take them anywhere or you don't take them anywhere. They are still fine. And Vata people, they want to go everywhere. But usually they don't like cold places. Cold. So, snow, mountains, too much snow, not good for Vata. Everybody likes beach. Everybody. Why? Because there is earth, there is water, there is sun, the 5 elements. So we feel complete at the beach because everything is in abundance. The fire is there, the sky is there, the air is there. So that's why these universal energies we feel connected with. So now I know about you, what you like, where you want to go. So what kind of problems you are suffering, you might suffer, you might be suffering, and how to solve the problems. If you have some symptoms, that is called disease. You have some problem. You go to a doctor only when you have some symptoms. But Ayurveda tells you everything up front before you go to a doctor. So you know about your constitution, you can keep the balance and you are disease-free for whole life. Swasthasya swasthya rakshanam aturasya vikar prashamnam cha. This is ancient verse of Ayurveda. It means to preserve the health of a healthy person is the aim of Ayurveda. And aturasya vikar prashamnam cha means to cure the disease of the sick person. So if you have no symptoms, you don't go to a doctor. But your Prakriti or your constitution, if you know your constitution, that means you know what are the problems I can face in the coming time. Then you can take necessary steps to prevent the disease which is not there. And if the symptoms are there, then you know it is Vata symptoms, it is Pitta symptoms, or it is Kapha symptoms, and then you take necessary steps to solve the problem. If there is too much fire, what do you do normally? If this table is on fire or this is burning, what you will do? You will put some petroleum, some oil. What you will put to get rid of the fire? You will put blanket. You will put so that it can also burn, but you can put water. So water is the solution of the fire naturally. Why people they put whiskey when they are suffering from acid. But what they should do?
Co by měli udělat?
They should put more fire.
Měli by se tam dát více ohně.
Or they should put more water.
A nebo si tam dát tu vodu.
And stop fire.
A aby zastavili ten oheň.
They should put more chilies.
Měli by si dát více papriček. Ne.
This is what is happening.
A to je to, co se stává.
If you have acidity, you go to a doctor. Doctor give you a pill to stop the fire, put the fire in your body, and then you are free to drink more alcohol, more chilies, more spicy, and then there will be ulcer. And still the doctor says, take this pill, and then you again, then ultimately you have liver cancer or some bigger problem. If somebody is having imbalance of vata or the air, what will be the symptom? Too much movement. That will be the symptom.
Příliš pohybu.
Movement in the thoughts, anxiety, fear, nervousness, lack of sleep,
Takže
palpitation, constipation, joint pains. These are the symptoms of vata. So what is the solution?
co je za řešení?
Take a sleeping pill.
Vzít si tabletku na spaní.
The patient go to doctor, the doctor gives sleeping pill.
To je to, co se stává, že jdeme k doktorovi a dají tabletku na spaní.
But the solution is massage, oil, and some oil, some ghee. Put the ghee or oil on the head. Put the ghee and oil in the body so that dryness goes away. The fastness, if there is an insect running very fast, you put some oil on it, it will be calm. So we are made up of 5 elements. Our food is also made up of 5 elements. All the herbs are also made up of 5 elements. Anything we eat, put inside, is made up of 5 elements. So what you need to do is to recognize that the green chili has fire, alcohol has fire, and this coconut water has water, and this cakes, they have earth, more earth. This heavy food, cheese and these pasta, they are increasing more earth in the body. So if you recognize the food, if you see the food as 5 elements, then you can know the symptoms of your disease from elemental point of view, and then you can make changes in your food, and then you can restore the balance, and the disease will disappear. It can be any complicated disease. So now I would ask some of you to try to look at each other and try to analyze and tell me that you found some vata person, you found some pitta person. I told you the physical properties. Vata people lean and thin, pitta people sharp, and kapha people with broad forehead, broad eyes, big frame, and that is kapha. So you can identify vata, pitta, kapha, and then you will know. Okay, I can help you with that.
Můžu vám s tím pomoct.
Maybe I can invite some people here, which can be my examples. Maybe you can come. You? Yes? You can also come, yes. I was thinking to invite only Vata people, but now everybody is coming. So when you look at these 1, 2, and 3, what are the common features you see in them? What they are different from the others? Do you know?
Slim.
You can see? They are slim. What else? What else is the difference? You see them in between. And one thing is movement. I can see the movement not only here, but also here. Too much movement. So you can explain what is Vata? You know so many things about yourself.
Tak to už tady několikrát zaznělo, takže první 3 dámy a já, tak jsme vaty, jsme takový, jak bylo řečeno, hubenější, jsou nám všude vidět kosti, klouby a když se podíváme na vlasy, tak jsou spíš suší. Naše pleť více se vysušuje, takže stárneme trošku rychleji, musíme se o sebe více starat. Co ještě je vidět?
Enough. And what is the solution?
A co je teda tím řešením na ty naše problémy, které jsem řekla?
Oil?
Takže ano, zpomalit, jak říkal pán, zpomalit, ale jak to uděláme? Uděláme to právě tím olejem.
Warm and hot food?
Musíme jíst teplé jídlo, žádné studené z ledničky.
Sleep in time?
Musíme chodit spát včas.
Sleep more?
Více spát.
Exercise in small quantity?
Můžeme cvičit, ale v menší míře.
But it is opposite the thing.
Ano, je to vlastně...
They want to exercise more.
Oni chtějí více cvičit, myslí si, že by měli více cvičit.
And opposite to them is kapha.
A tady máme...
You can come here with the kapha people. Come here. Here, with the person here. You can see kapha people. They are smiling,
Vidíme, že se usmívají.
happy,
Šťastní jsou.
heavy.
A objemnější.
What else? You can explain, you also know.
Viac lenivý, ťažšie sa rozbehnú do aktivít.
Majú rádi zmeny.
No, často sa motajú, nevedia sa ráno na čas niekde vybrať.
And they arrive at a decision slowly in their lives, but when they decide to do something, they are committed, more committed. And Vata people, they want to do so many things at the same time. They are very excited all the time to do something. And then in the middle, they leave half of the things. So some people are mixture of Vata, Pitta and Kapha. So we have an example of mixture of Vata and Pitta. So she has Vata, Pitta combination, some properties of fire, some properties of air, and we have Pitta Kapha combination here and here also. Yeah, Pitta Kapha and more towards Kapha. But still it's okay. We don't have to be like 100% correct, but at least we know. So here also we have Pitta Kapha, like her, Pitta and Kapha. So, and this gentleman, you can see the sharpness, the edges, they are marked and very intelligent and very logical. Too many arguments, like explanations, full of love and passion for the work.
Takže Pitta je vlastně...
And pushing and ambitious. So this is the property of Pitta.
I have to say that.
So usually the fire people, they also have hot, they are hot to touch. And also redness on the face, on the body also. Eyes also sometimes. His eyes are not so red, but Usually, more the fire, more red eyes. So, Pitta people, they love to eat also.
A mají rádi jídlo.
So, if we don't, as Ayurvedic doctor, if we don't understand the Prakriti, what we do? We see the pulse. We can touch the person and see the pulse. Here, you come here. You can see here, these 3 fingers, they have sensor for Vata, Pitta, Kapha. This index has sensor for Vata, this middle for Pitta, this is ring finger for Kapha. So we see, we put these 3 fingers from the outer side, not from the inner side.
Takže z vnější strany dáme tyto 3 prsty.
From the outer side, this side. Some people, they see from inside, and then the sensors, they are not at the right place. So the index finger should be at the place of Vata, which is here. Index at first, middle,
Prostřední.
and ring. And you feel the pulse.
Tady cítíte ten puls.
If it is like a snake,
Je to jako had,
it is Vata.
tak je to váta.
If it is like frog,
Když je to jako žába,
that is Pitta.
je to pitta.
If it is like a swan,
Když je to jako ladu,
it is Kapha.
tak je to kapha.
That is normal.
To je normální.
So Vata people usually have like fast, like a snake movement. Pitta people, they have more like a frog jumping with, and Kapha easy going. So I analyzed the constitution of these people. And I also know about their lifestyle, about their diet, about their way of thinking. So what diseases they can suffer? What are the problems they can face? Kapha people, they can face obesity,
Mít obezitu,
heaviness,
těžkost,
cholesterol,
cholesterol,
fatty liver,
můžu mít stučnělá játra,
blockage of the flow of energies,
blokády vlastně toku té energie v těle.
cholesterol, and these kind of problems.
Cholesterol a tomu podobné problémy.
So they need to exercise,
Musí cvičit.
which they don't like to do.
Ale ne.
Heart. And Pitta people, they can suffer from acidity, acid problems. They can suffer from skin problems, eyes problems, such issues. Vata people, dryness of the bones and too much psychological issues and hormonal imbalances. Imbalances of the hormones, thyroid, these ovarian problems, menstrual problems, such issues. So that's it. And I think now we can take a break. You can process the information during the break and then we'll come back.